Let's do this.
Wait, let me. I'll get to. Yeah, there you go.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. So there's something about Twitter. I can't remember who it was we were talking about. Someone put something on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, Clint Eastwood. You don't use Twitter at all, do you?
No, I haven't used Twitter since high school.
I love Twitter.
Just not my thing.
It used to be my favorite website.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood, like for some reason, like he's been like I don't know about but like his team has been posting him a lot on Twitter of him doing things. So like they'll post a picture of him at lunch with someone. He's like having lunch with my editor, so and so. It's like a picture of him. I'll have like a watermark on the picture too, and stuff like that. But he made a post like a few weeks ago, like a week or two ago, that was just like this crazy funny post where it was just like everyone this is a PSA. This is the official Clint Eastwood account. This list of accounts right here, which are all these like Clint Eastwood at names. These are all fake Clint Eastwood accounts that are made by so and so. Like they name a very specific person that did it.
Oh,
He
okay.
has been like impersonating Clint Eastwood and DMing people and all this stuff, and it's so funny. I don't know why. It's just like for some reason, like his team is like, I don't know. It was really funny. And occasionally someone will retweet like a post from the official account where it's just like, I'm shopping, I'm grocery shopping, like Clint. So it's really funny.
Is that part of the continual perils of the blue check mark problem? Does it have to do with that?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe the guy is like buying blue check marks or
Sure.
something like that. But I don't really know. But yeah, that was really funny. That was a really funny development.
That's awesome. What's Clint Eastwood up to? Is he making something new?
I think I saw I think there was like news that he's making his last movie. His
Last
last
movie?
movie.
Is that what he said? He's so goddamn old.
I think he has said before, I think he has made this statement before where he's like, this is my last movie, and then he makes like five more. So I don't know.
I mean, he's 92 years old.
Yeah, he's 92, so I mean,
How many more can he make?
I'm a big Cry Macho head. I like Cry Macho. I'm a
Mm,
big Cry Macho head, as we discussed.
yeah,
It's one of the best worst movies of all time.
I can see that.
Just completely insane film, but it's so good. So I hope he makes another movie like that. That would be really great.
I'm looking up. Let's see. Cleesewood set to direct Juror number 2 for Warner Brothers.
No, he's like for sure making another movie. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
if
just
he's
seeing
not
what it
already
was.
making it. Juror number two. That's so funny.
Final film of his career, he says.
Apparently, we'll see.
He's gonna die soon. You can only live so long.
No,
I mean,
don't
that
say
man's
that.
I mean, I love
No,
Clint Eastwood. We all love Clint Eastwood, but
this man is the most in shape person of all
he was
time.
born in 1930, man.
He's not going anywhere. He's going to the grocery store.
He's going. I'm reading the. I'm reading about the. Let's see. Follow a juror on a murder trial who realizes that he may have caused the victim's death, and must grapple with the dilemma of whether to manipulate the jury to save himself, or reveal the truth and turn himself in. That's what this movie's about.
I hope he's the juror. That'd be so funny. I would love for him to be the juror.
I hope so. I mean,
It's probably not, but
he's been in all of his last few movies. Well, most of them. I guess he wasn't in there was that one about like those two army people on a train, 1517 to Paris.
I gotta watch that one soon.
I've heard I've heard things.
No, it sounds perfect. It sounds like a perfect movie. Eastwood,
I've heard it's similar to Cry Macho.
he's a perfect actor, perfect director. He makes amazing movies, and I'm on board. I'm on board. Gotta watch them all. I need to go through them all.
Says Nicholas Holt and Tony Collette are set to be in it. Those are the only
Cool.
names I got so far. So yeah, always keeping people updated on their Clint Eastwood news.
Yeah. Thank God. Remember, at the Clint is the official Twitter account, guys. So
Is it really?
don't follow. I think yes, that's I believe the at. Don't believe any of the other ones. If they DM you asking you to purchase gift cards.
Wow. That is wonderful.
Speaking of auteur, director, actors, Mr. Ben Affleck, Mr. Affleck.
What I was about to get into.
Yeah, I saw it, and you saw it too. I saw, and
We both saw it in theaters. We
we
did.
both saw it in theaters. I wouldn't go. I had some time the last weekend while I was working, and I went and saw it at the theater. Yeah, I had to see the new Ben Affleck movie. I was curious about it.
I saw, at least according to Letterboxd, that you weren't a huge fan of it.
Okay, listen.
Go on.
I have very complicated feelings about this movie. I'm very much in the middle road
Okay.
here. This is a perfect movie where I'm just like, I don't know how to necessarily completely feel about it. I want to say that it's bad, but I also want to say that it rules. This is yeah, it's like all right, look, I like Ben Affleck and I like Matt Damon. I like when they're doing their shtick.
Hmm.
So of course I had to go see that, and I think that's fine and all. But I like that the movie's stakes are that if Nike doesn't sign with Michael Jordan for this deal, then they won't be then they'll only be successful in the running shoe market than instead of the running shoe market and the basketball market. Like those are the
Yeah.
stakes of the movie. So like the stakes are already like really fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm already like, okay, this is who cares? Like, and as an audience member, and the movie goads the audience again and again about this. We already
Hmm.
know what happens.
Yeah.
They sign Michael Jordan. He's the greatest basketball player of all time, and they make millions of dollars. And guess what happens at the end of the movie? Guess what happens? Sorry to spoil the movie, but I thought that the movie was pretty funny, unintentionally and intentionally.
Hmm.
I thought there were some pretty funny ad libs going on from some of the actors. But yeah, I think when you dig into like the politics of the movie, it's kind of complicated. And you're free to do that or you're free to not do that either way. But yeah, it's just like a weird movie where I'm just like, I when the movie's like going and it's revving, I'm like, yeah, he puts in so much like music and like 80s paraphernalia in it. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? This is so stupid, but I love it. My feelings for it are complex. They're complicated.
That's the best thing you can have about a movie. I love the complexity of it.
Yeah.
And I get that. I feel that. I was hoping, so I recently read Moneyball for the first time. Great read, great movie. Love everything about both. And I was hoping for a more Moneyball type experience, where they're like looking at the statistics and
Fuck no, dude. Are you kidding me? This is a Ben Affleck movie. Like he's mostly interested in like the cultural signifiers
hmm
than the minutia.
yeah, which is fine. It went in a different direction than I thought it would, but I enjoyed the movie and I would definitely describe the movie as a vibe. Like it's probably not a movie where like I would want to like sit down and watch, but it's a movie that I would love to have on in the background while I'm doing
Sure.
something else. Like I love kind of just it's a great background movie, which doesn't necessarily make it a background.
It's like a perfect middle of the road movie, right?
Yes.
That's kind of like my feelings on it. It's completely 100% in the middle of the road, and that's it. Like it is not a bad movie. There are some things about it that are bad, but then there are some things about it that are good. It's just it's just perfectly in the middle.
It's a fascinating study of the current state of movies. I think it's a great representation of what movies are, and it's as middle of the road as a movie can get. And I think that's interesting in its own way. Its averageness is to me what makes the movie interesting. Is how average it is in so many ways. Like that fascinates me for some weird reason, and I don't
Yeah,
know why.
no, I feel you. Yeah, like I said, the movie revs occasionally, and I feel like, but then sometimes the movie stops dead in its tracks. It's just I don't know. It's this weird back and forth between oh man, yeah, I'm getting into it, and then like oh, like that was really bad. That was shitty. How you fucked up. So yeah,
So I don't like sports at all.
I love sports movies.
Me too. Like even though I work with professional Olympic athletes, like meeting them, I mean they're nice people, but like other than the fact that they're like people, like I have no interest in like the fact that I get to meet people who are like the fastest people in the world or like number one at whatever sport. Like it just I could care less.
I don't mind sports. I just don't follow them closely. I just don't feel
Sure.
the need to put in any attention into it.
Nevertheless, I've read many, many biographies of sports people, especially basketball for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's just that Hoosier mindset, something like that. And I did read Michael Jordan's biography and Kobe Bryant's biography. And I mentioned Kobe Bryant's biography because basically what I think it's Adidas. I think it's what Adidas did with Kobe Bryant is the same thing Nike did with Michael Jordan, which is like the whole like making a shoe around him and all that, all that shit.
I love that the movie, by the way, that the end of Air. First of all, the movie has like 5 minutes of like title cards to tell you where
Mm-hmm.
everybody is and what they're doing. And I love too, like one of them is like Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player of all time. It's like, yeah, it's more of an opinion. I mean, he is like
Yeah.
one of the greatest. It's just like I love like that opinionated like title card. Like it's supposed to be factual, it's
Mhm.
supposed to say like, oh, they're doing this and that. And it's like
Yeah.
Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball. It's like it's so funny.
Like, depends who you ask.
I like too, like the movie's so insecure. I love that it says like that one title card where it's like Phil Knight has donated $2 billion to charity or something like that. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, like the movie wasn't about donating money to
Yeah.
charity. It was about making a lot of money. And two, it's like, can we break down that number? Like which charities did Phil Knight donate to? I'd love to know.
How much of that is tax write-offs, right? Probably all of it.
I think Will Sloan, viewer podcaster, he pointed out that Phil Knight has donated $10 million to the Harvard Business School, and I think it counts. I think that is part of the $2 billion.
That's a
So
donation. Yeah.
that's a charity or a business school.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big problems with this film is, as you said, it kind of feels guilty about the fact that these people are the people that they are. And I think it should have just gone all in and just been like, you know what? Like, yeah, Phil Knight is a
Does occasionally go in, yeah.
occasionally, but I feel like I say if you're gonna do it, just go 100% into it. Like, I think part of the problem is they try to paint Shoe Dog Phil Knight as this Buddhist, what like the way he tries to paint himself as kind of like, oh, this like
I disagree. They made him the butt of the joke a lot of the time. They painted him as like a clown that had no idea what was
mm.
going on and kind of like I don't know. They don't really make him seem like a smart guy. I think the movie is being insecure. I think Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, they think that Phil Knight is a genius and they think he's amazing. But
Yes.
they also recognize his silly qualities, and so they accentuate them in the movie because they don't want to come across as like they're worshiping Phil Knight. So they make him like kind of like the
Right.
butt of the joke a lot of the movie.
But I think that move comes from a sense of insecurity. Like it doesn't like I say
Yeah,
they
no,
should
I
just
know.
go all in. Yeah, yes. We're saying the same thing, sort of. Yeah, I agree. He is sort of the butt of the joke, but I think they should have just gone like 100% and just like keep him the butt of the joke, but have him play it like 100% serious. Because I feel like
I thought he did. I thought Ben Affleck, he kind
I
of
think he does a
he
good
was
job.
fine.
Yeah.
He was fine. It was funny. It's funny. He looks like he is about to like act like in an SNL skit or something like that. Like, the way that he looks. Like I love too. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. I know they're friends, but Ben Affleck does not make Matt Damon look great in the movie. And what I mean by that is that like there'll be like close up of his gut. like Matt
Did
Damon,
he get
he's a
fat
middle-aged
for the
guy.
movie? Was that like the point? Or was that just
He's
like
middle, he's like what in his 50s or 60s or something. He's just
Tom
probably
Cruise is
that's
60 years old, man?
who cares? Not everybody can like work out like for 5 hours a day. Matt Damon probably doesn't want to fucking work out for 5. He probably is just like that. But Ben Affleck, yeah, he accentuates like his the way that he shoots him. He accentuates his gut.
I love it.
And it's like commented upon in the movie. Yeah, it's great. That's so that those parts of the movie are so insane. It's so funny.
Well, jumping a bit to the opposite end of the spectrum here,
Yeah,
a movie that's nothing like Air. I watched David Lynch's Lost Highway for the first time.
I just finished The Return earlier this week. I finished them all. I'm done with Twin Peaks.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got some David Lynch to talk. Oh man.
I haven't seen Lost Highway, by the way.
Okay. Well, obviously I won't give anything away, although it's a David Lynch movie, so it's hard to give anything away because they're hard
Yeah,
movies
it's
to
just
talk about
whatever. It's impressionistic. Yeah, it's like
for sure. It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
yeah, I'm sure it's great.
It's weird.
Gotta
It's
watch it.
everything you want in a Lynch movie.
Mhm.
I would say it's not. I feel like the only way to talk about a Lynch movie is talk about it relative to other Lynch movies because there's really
Sure.
not a whole lot like it. So it's not as Lynchian as, say, Eraserhead, but I would say it's more Lynchian than The Elephant Man. So it's weird, but it's not super weird. Like
Okay.
I think what makes this movie so,
Probably like Mulholland Drive.
yeah, it's not as intense as Mulholland Drive, I think, because I find Mulholland Drive a terrifying film, and I think this film's scary.
Yeah, it's super.
But I think what makes Lost Highway somehow more terrifying than a lot of his other work is, when I think of films like Blue Velvet or Mulholland Drive, David Lynch creates these unique worlds in which these people live in, as if they're not part of our world. There's something weird about them. There's something off. They're not like Eraserhead, right? They're not part of our world, our space. They're not the same space that we live in.
Yep.
But what makes Lost Highway so terrifying is it's very much in the real world. So it feels very much like something that could actually happen in California. I mean, obviously, a lot of the stuff in it can't actually happen, at least as far as I understand how things work. But it's very much ingrained in this city. I have no idea what the name of the city is in California. I think it's in California. In California. And because of that, it feels all the more terrifying. It's a very strange watch. You're gonna love it. It's of course on Criterion Collection.
Yeah, Inland Empire is also on Criterion, so you got to watch that as well.
Yeah, that's soon to be watched, but I know that's
Three
like 3
hours.
hours, and I know it's a pretty intense film, so I have to be mentally ready for it.
One of the things I remembered about Inland Empire that I just that I'll impart is it's honestly like it's like a stitched together like compilation of short films essentially.
Interesting. Okay,
So take that as you will.
sure.
But yeah, I love Inland Empire, and yeah, Lost Highway. I'm sure I'm gonna love it. Like it's just
Gonna love it.
I mean, yeah, and just like I love Twin Peaks: To Return, it's probably the greatest artistic object ever created. The third season of Twin Peaks. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic, but it's at least in the top three, top five best movies that came out in the 2010s. If I can categorize
Hmm.
it as a movie, which I will,
Yeah.
it's great. Like it's just amazing. It took me a while to get to it, but I'm glad I did because it's just amazing in every way. It's 18 hours of just pure David Lynch id, and
Yeah.
I love everything about it. I love the Dougie stuff. That stuff is really funny and really well done. I love Naomi Watson, and she's really great. Kyle MacLachlan, he's the best part of the show.
He's like 4 different characters.
He's like 4 different characters, and he's really good.
Sure is.
And yeah, once again, just like any other like Lynch creation, he doesn't really care what you think the show ought to be, right? Like especially with the Dougie stuff. That stuff goes on for so long before Dale Cooper returns.
Dale Cooper doesn't return until the final episode.
No, he returns like at the 16th episode.
How many episodes are there?
It's like 18.
Still.
And no, that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like it
Yeah,
takes
yeah.
forever for him to like return as Agent Dale Cooper. And I imagine like people who watch this weekly, week after week, like
Which I did. I watched it when it came out.
is he gonna come through? Is he gonna come back? And he doesn't. And it's just like, wow, I can't believe it. I find that excruciatingly amazing how
Yes.
he just completely he keeps like things away from you, and it's so good. And episode 8 is one of the greatest episodes of television of all time. Just
What
unbelievable.
happens in that episode?
That's the one with the atomic bomb and the bug going in the
Oh,
girl's mouth. I mean, that's like one of the greatest
yeah.
hours of television ever produced. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Just cosmic shit. I don't know. I love the ending too. I love the real ending and the coda ending. Those are really great. And I don't know. I can't say it's like I don't like where to like go with my opinions on it, except it's amazing. Everyone should watch it, and it's extremely powerful, beautiful, funny, and I just love like Lynch's like him going back and forth between like moments of like joy and light and moments that are just scary and dark and terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's by far much more terrifying than the original 2 seasons. But at the same
Yeah,
time,
there's pretty terrifying stuff in both the seasons here and there.
that's true. That's true. But I think what makes the 3rd season so great is they truly just let Lynch, and he talks about this in his book Room to Dream, which, we talked about before on the podcast, and I strongly suggest anyone who likes movies or reading about movies or talking about movies should listen to the audiobook, because in the audiobook it has all of David Lynch's just like strange little conversations where he just kind of goes off, and he talks about making the 3rd season of Twin Peaks and how he would only make it if they just let him do what he wanted, and that's why it took so
Right,
long, because
yeah.
like the original announcement was like years before, and Showtime at first was like, well, we want to do this minute, and David Lynch's like, no, 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 I'm either going to make what I want or I'm not going to make anything at all. And I think that's one of the great things about David Lynch is his artistic integrity, and him saying, I'm going to make the movie that I want to make. I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't care what anyone likes. I don't care what anyone says. And his willingness to give up pretty much anything to make the things that he wants to make, not just his films, but his paintings and, all that shit he does. It's good on this David Lynch guy.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Yeah. He's going places. But yeah, one of the best movies of the 2010s. No question.
Speaking of another 2010s movie, I wanted to watch something because I was just having one of those off days. So I wanted to watch something kind of just dumb, I guess. So I watched Jason Bateman's directorial debut, Bad Words. And it's exactly what you think it is. I mean, it's just like one of those dumb 2010s teens movies in which Jason Bateman enters a spelling bee competition as like a 40-year-old man, and he's pushing kids around and cursing and all of that shit.
Mhm.
It's exactly what you would
Whoa.
expect from the movie, but it's a feel good kind of film. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can say about it. Like, there's not really a whole lot behind the movie. There's nothing incredible about it. But if you just kind of want something of that era, of that time, and it's very of kind of like the 2010 to 2015 comedic era, those types of films.
Mhm.
So, it's like, oh, look, it's like a little bit raunchy, but it's not really that raunchy at all. Like, it doesn't really go.
Okay.
It's actually not raunchy at all. And surprisingly, there is quite a few kids in this film. That's not the surprising part. The surprising part is the couple of kid characters they do have are genuinely like not irritating. They're chill. You're like, oh, cool, and it's fun. So yeah, I would say I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for you, Andrew, but for listeners who kind of just want something to just kind of have on and laugh at,
Mhm.
it is that, if nothing else.
Good. Once again, like Air, it's good to watch just a good middle of the road movie sometimes.
Exactly.
You don't want to watch something bad, but you don't want to watch something that's, I don't know, like masterpiece level either.
Yeah. That's
That's fine.
exactly what it is. What else you been watching?
I threw it back this week to when we first did when we first did our first episode for the show. We did
Oh shit.
Death Wish.
Yeah, very first episode. That's a callback.
So this week I watched all of the Death Wish sequels. Watched them all
Wow.
for no particular reason. I just felt like it. So I watched them all, and there's Death Wish 2 through 5. My consensus of the Death Wish franchise is that it's pretty good. It's good. I thought the first movie is, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. And they all pretty much have the same plot, especially this first, second, fourth, and fifth movie. All of them pretty much have the same thing where he's dating someone, or he's, in the first movie he's married. In the second, fourth, and fifth movie, he has girlfriends and things like that. And, at some point someone gets killed or
My
raped or
God.
something like that. And
What terrible luck this man has.
it's up to him kill and shoot people in the head. It does this thing where it goes back and forth between different locations of New York City and LA. So the first movie takes place in New York, of course.
Right.
Second movie takes place in LA. Third movie is in New York. Fourth movie is in LA. Yeah. And then the fifth movie is in New York.
That's great.
So yeah, it just goes back and forth for some reason. And second movie, whatever. kind of a very whatever movie that I didn't really care for it. And then the fourth and fifth movie are kind of like this, they're kind of cheap kind of things, and they're not bad. They have like their moments, and even the second movie has its moments. But really, at the end of the day, though, all these Death Wish movies, they're all pretty good. They're all fine. I don't mind them. I think they're good. But the third movie is where it really shines. I think if
Go
you have to
on.
watch one Death Wish movie, it's the third movie. And I understood this. I was aware of this movie's reputation, and it is true. This movie is very, very cool. It's insane. It is a fantastic 80s action movie with kind of the Death Wish shit thrown on top of Charles Bronson. It's like a war movie towards the end where he's engaged with this insane gang. It kind of reminds me of the Warriors a little bit. I was getting a
Okay.
Warriors vibe. It has like a
Uh-huh.
Warriors like gang members. And he goes back to New York City and he's going to visit a friend, and a friend gets killed by these gang members. And he lives in this neighborhood that is essentially being marauded, and people are being fucked with by this horrible gang. And the gang is just like, I don't know, badgering people and doing all these like weird like things to people. It's very unrealistic, but in a good way. It's like heightened action movie shit. It's kind of like taking that same kind of like philosophy and kind of ideology from the first movie, but really amping it up. I think in the third movie they literally say like there's an amazing line that goes hard, but it has like kind of like a violent ickiness to it where
Yeah.
someone says like they're like cockroaches, you don't want to just kill one, you got to kill them all.
Oh my
Like
God.
it's like, and at the very end they engage in this all-out war where Charles Bronson has like a machine gun and a bazooka, and like I'm serious, like it's like a war. That's how like expansive it gets. So, and it has so many funny like moments and stuff, and they're clearly not in New York City too. They're like on a weird like destructive set that looks strange, and it's a really great movie. It's like an insanely good movie, and it's an outlier throughout all the other movies. So once again, if there's one movie you got to watch, it's that one. Yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
Wow. That's wild. Well, for all of those who want our opinions on the original Death Wish, it's the very first podcast. Maybe we'll
Very first one.
republish it when this comes out so people can find it. I definitely had my problems with the film and the politics of it.
It's not a great movie. I thought it was fine, whatever.
That's wonderful. Well, speaking of a great movie that I saw this week.
Okay. We're our transitions are getting a little they're devolving. Like speaking of movie,
I'm doing my best.
no, it's okay.
I watched Invasion of the Body Snatchers for the first time.
Oh, right.
I had no expectations going to this movie. I thought, have you seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
No, but I've seen the 1978 remake of it, Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I thought it was going to be very blob-esque, kind of silly horror B movie sort of thing. And that's the sort of thing I was looking for. This is not that. It is not that at all. It is a beautiful, magnificent, brilliant story about hysteria in the nuclear age. It is, dare I say, a masterpiece. Dare I say, one of my favorite movies of all time. It was easily the best film experience I've had in 2023. I mean, my God, this movie is everything you would
Yeah, I gotta
want
get around to it.
in a movie. Oh my God. I think I watched it on Amazon Prime. So pretty much everyone has Prime. Pretty much everyone can find it. My God, it is. Oh, I've never been so thrilled by a movie in so long. I mean, just every second is just so gripping and insane. And I'm not exactly sure how like the science of snatching bodies works. That's never really fully explained, which it doesn't need to be.
It's alien shit.
It's alien shit. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
But I
Yeah.
mean, all of the alien designs are great. Like the little pods they come in are absolutely disgusting. And it has like this 50s classic sci-fi kind of look to it, which is such a great look. Oh my God. You're gonna love it, Andrew.
Do you hate communism now? You realize like maybe we as a nation need to be more combative against enemies of the state with communists and stuff like that.
I will say the communist stuff is a little heavy-handed.
No, whatever. I don't care.
I won't deny
I'm kidding.
it. There's even a line,
It's a Cold War kind of thing, you know. It makes sense.
yeah, Cold War sort of thing. There's even a line towards the end of the movie where the aliens are like, they've captured them, and they're like, we can all be the same, and we won't have,
Yeah,
war,
like
all this. And our main character goes, but I want freedom, I want love. And
that's right.
it's great, the perfect smashing of communism and American freedom. It's
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I've seen the 1970s remake is good.
oh yeah, I've thought about seeing it. I think I might watch it. Okay.
No, you should see it. Like if you instead of communism,
Uh-huh.
the movie takes place in San Francisco, and instead of communism, it's like new agey hippie shit.
I love that.
And it has a good cast. Leonard Nimoy is in it. Donald
Ooh,
Sutherland's
really?
in it. Jeff
Okay.
Goldblum. It's a good cast.
Nice.
So
We'll watch.
I haven't seen it yet, but there's another 1990s invasion of the Body Snatchers called Body Snatchers that Abel Ferreira did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really want to see that one soon as well. So yeah.
You have to get on that Invasion of the Body Snatchers train. I'd love to see some remakes or creations.
We got to get on the Don Siegel train. I agree with you.
Yes.
Like we gotta see we gotta get Don Siegel pilled.
I'm ready. I'm pumped.
He has a big guy. He made that Beguiled movie too that I gotta watch. Yeah,
Oh,
I made a bunch
shit,
of
he
movies
did.
that I'd like to
Let's
see.
I'm trying to think. I'm gonna see.
All of his movies look really, really good.
Let's see how many of his. I think the only film of his I've seen is Dirty Harry. No, wait. Let me go to Fade is Watched. Fade watched. Okay, I've seen The Lineup. I don't remember what this movie is about, but I liked it. In San Francisco, psychopathic gangster and his mentor retrieve heroin packages. Yeah, I don't remember this movie at all, but I enjoyed it. That's the only other one I've seen.
As Clint Eastwood has said, his two directing influences were, of course, Sergio Leone and Don Siegel. If you want to get Clint Eastwood pilled, you got to get Don Siegel.
I got to get Don Siegel pilled. I'm ready. I'm pumped.
Yeah, because it's all the same.
Oh man, I love it. What else you been watching?
Oh, for some reason this week I decided to get I went Bob Dylan mode this week for some reason. I've been listening to this podcast called the Jokerman Podcast. It's a Bob Dylan podcast, but they talk about other stuff besides Bob Dylan now. They talk about like Velvet Underground and
Ooh, nice.
Warren Zevon and stuff like that. And their perspective, their mindset is that look, 60s Bob Dylan is great. Obviously, it's quintessential.
Yeah.
But Bob Dylan into the 70s and into the 80s and into the 90s and into the 2000s, that Bob Dylan's really great too, and it's still essential as well. And I'm like, okay.
Agreed.
So this week I had really not listened to very many of those albums, if at all. So I've been making my way through them. Yeah, like, I pretty much I started at Self Portrait, and I've just been going through all the
Self
others.
Portrait's great.
Self Portrait is pretty good. That era of Dylan, I don't like how it sounds, like the recording, like the production and stuff like that isn't great. But once you get into like that one album where he's like looking, it's called like a Street something. It's Street Legal.
Oh, that's a great album.
I love Street Legal, and even his Christian albums aren't bad either. Like they're really not that bad. Like his Christian
they're
albums,
pretty good.
Infidels, like these are all good albums. So I appreciate that mindset, and so I'm making my way through them. And I decided this week to, according to that, I decided to watch both of Scorsese's Bob Dylan documentaries, which I've never seen before. Yeah. Watch like No Direction Home and Rolling Thunder Review.
Yeah.
Both were good. Bob Dylan, one of the greatest American songwriters, if not the greatest. He's really good. And I really like him. And No Direction Home is like 3. Have you seen No Direction Home?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, let me see. No, I have not. Wait, one sec. There's an ant situation. I'll be right back.
That's fine.
All right. Sorry, we have ants. Ugh, they're fucking everywhere.
Yeah. I've seen a few here and there by the sink, and I'm getting worried about that.
Yeah, we sprayed around the house, but anyways, No Direction Home. I have not seen it, So tell me more.
It's just like the 3.5 hour documentary. It's basically just Bob Dylan life up until he crashes his motorcycle. Like that's pretty much
Oh, okay.
the period of time they cover. My favorite part of the documentary is they play footage of him performing his electric stuff in England in 1966.
Yes.
First of all, that live footage is amazing. It's really, really awesome live footage. Incredible. And then they play footage, of course, of British people talking about how much they hate Bob Dylan, even though they went to a
Yeah.
show to go see him perform live. And even though at that point, like Highway 61 Revisited had already come out and all this stuff, like British Bob Dylan fans are the worst. Like during that period of time, they were like evil people. They're so mean to him.
They're mean to all the musicians.
I know, it's so funny.
Like that Beatles documentary. They're so mean.
Yeah, they're terrible, terrible people. And in this instance too, like they're horrible, just terrible to Bob Dylan, and they're like mean and skeevy. And when they like actually like meet him and talk with them, like they're just terrible. They have like no, like they're not nice at all. So that footage was really, really funny to watch. And the live footage that they play throughout the whole thing is amazing, of him performing at like the Newport Folk Festival and stuff like that. And I don't know, I like it. You know, if you watch it, it's probably going to contain, there might be like a few anecdotes that you'll appreciate that you've never seen before. But I mean, it's just Bob Dylan's life up until he crashed his motorcycle, which is like a very small, very well documented and well understood piece of his life. So I don't know. Might be good just to watch the cool live footage. And you've seen Rolling Thunder Review, and I like Rolling Thunder Review as well.
Seen Rolling Thunder Review, and I've seen Don't Look Back.
Don't Look Back is good. I watched that like a year or two ago. That one is really funny. That one is really funny. I love when he talks to like the British journalists and stuff like that. So good.
Where in the Bob Dylan?
I'm in the middle of listening to his 19. Yeah, I'm in the middle of listening to his 1997 album, Time Out of Mind.
One of my favorite albums.
Which I'm really enjoying. That album is really good. The two before that though were really good too. Good As I've Been
World
to
Gone
You and
Wrong.
World Gone Wrong.
Yeah.
Those are really good too. Those were really like him returning to like kind of like that rustic folk kind of stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
During the folk revival of the 90s.
I like Oh Mercy too. Dude, these albums are good. I don't this idea that like these albums are not good is ridiculous. Like
it's insane.
So I'm glad I'm going through them all, because I'm on a mission.
So for our viewers who don't know, back in 2016, so they release every year they release on Spotify, you know, your statistics and all that. Now, I don't know if Spotify still does this because I don't use Spotify anymore, but they would say how much you listen to an artist relative to other people who listen to artists.
Yeah.
And in 2016, I listened to Bob Dylan more than anyone else in the world. I was the number one person on Spotify that year. That's all I listened to for a full year. I went through all of his albums.
Let's go.
I fucking went hard. Bob Dylan
he has so much
by
stuff.
far one of my favorite. He has so much content. There's so much, and it's so different too. Yeah.
Even when you go through studio albums, even if you went through every single one of his like archive series albums, even if you did that, the thing about Bob Dylan is that he's kind of like the Grateful Dead, and they do this at the end of Rolling Thunder Review, right? Where you know, he didn't tour, then he did Rolling Thunder Review, and then pretty much from Rolling Thunder Review, which is like what 1976, he basically never stopped touring, the never-ending tour as they call it. So they show like the year, and then in front of the year the text with all the dates and that he performed live that year, and he pretty much never stopped. And like the Grateful Dead, people record bootlegs of these live shows. And so you have like this now marketplace and this community of people being like, yo, this, you know, bootleg of him performing live, this is a great live show because he's doing this and he's doing that and all this stuff, or this and this happened or whatever. It's like, you could even dig into that stuff too, even once you listen to all of his studio albums and his live albums and his archive. You know, it's crazy. It never ends.
Never ends. And that's the other great thing about Bob Dylan is he has this real desire whenever he does a live show that every live show is different. Like he's constantly adding music and constantly doing different things. And by the way, Bob Dylan is still on tour. He's in Tokyo right now.
Right. Oh yeah, he's performed. Yes, he is in Tokyo. Yeah. When he performs live, it's like, I've also listened to like a few of his live albums, and I mean, I love when he switches it up.
Yeah,
it's so much fun and exciting to listen to, and
he's the Clint Eastwood of music,
I guess.
He just never stops.
I like when he gets interviewed too. I like his
Mhm.
talking head interviews for his Scorsese documentaries. Like he just
Yeah.
does not give a fuck. Like he really doesn't care too much about talking about the past all that much,
No.
except if he's singing a song.
Yeah.
You know, he did those like a trilogy of albums where he's doing like those crooners, those old school like crooner songs, and that's kind of him touching into the past as well. But other than that, he doesn't really care about like talking about the past or do anything like that.
Yeah. I love it. I love Bob Dylan.
Yeah, he's great.
You're gonna get some good stuff, some different stuff. I think after Time Out of Mind,
We get Love and Theft.
yeah, you get Love and Theft. And Modern Times, I think, is mostly I remember it mostly as like an instrumental. It's very orchestral. Like there's not a lot of singing in it. And I think he does that for the next couple albums. But then have you listened to his newest album, Rough and Rowdy, at all?
No, I haven't yet. I'll get to it when I get to it.
It's great. I mean, when you get to it, you're gonna really it's truly it's incredible. I mean, the fact that he's
Yeah,
still making work as great as he is at his age.
it's pretty crazy.
Fucking Bob Dylan, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been doing that this week and we'll continue. And but yeah, I had to watch those Scorsese documentaries and they were good, just good stuff. And in terms of stuff that I watched, that was pretty much this week for me.
Well, I only got a couple more things to talk about, to at least touch on. I went and saw Dungeons and Dragons, which I had no expectations going into.
Well, you're a huge Dungeons and Dragons fan. Your favorite IP.
I do love playing D&D.
Okay, you played it before. Okay.
Yeah.
I've
I
never
play
played it
it.
before.
You've never played D&D? Oh, we gotta start a D&D. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
You'd love it. We'll see.
No, I see the appeal of it for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very fun game, and it's surprisingly okay. It's definitely better than pretty much every Marvel movie that's come out in the past year, and probably better than pretty much every DC movie, other than the Batman that's come out in the past year. It's very Dungeons and Dragon, it's kind of just like it's paint by the numbers, and that's exactly what you expect it to be. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good, surprisingly, like not bad relative to what it is. It's like, oh, it's fun. It's basically just like a heist movie. So you
Mhm.
kind of get like heist, medieval magic kind of stuff. There's nothing great about it. I mean, I don't know if like a theater experience is at all necessary for this kind of film, but it's definitely a sleeper. I think good for D&D for doing something different. So
Quick tangent. Are you gonna see Mario movie?
I'm thinking about it. It's got to be awful.
I think I'm gonna go see it. I think I'm gonna go see it maybe this weekend or sometime in
Yeah.
the next week or so. I'm completely uninterested in watching kids animated movies in theaters. Like, why would I do that? Like, that's
Because you're a grown man.
yeah. I'll see this one though because it is Mario. It's Mario.
It's a
You gotta
me, a
go see.
Mario.
Yeah, I mean, it's the video game everyone knows and loves. I'm up like, and I love it too. So I'll go see the movie. I'm not a fan of the Illumination shit, and I've heard plenty of bad reviews of the movie, but
Yeah.
whatever. I'll go and see it. I'm
Whatever.
very curious, so whatever.
Do it anyways. Do what you want. I feel like I saw an animated movie. Oh, Puss in Boots. That's the last movie I saw in theaters. The last
Oh,
Puss in
okay.
Boots movie, which was actually very good. The animation's very good. There's like this annoying side character, but otherwise, I think we talked about it a bit. Anyways,
I think we did, yeah.
the last movie I saw in theaters this week, which was a movie I had never seen a preview for, despite the fact that I go to the movie theater at least 2 times a week, and I love watching previews. I'd never seen a preview for this movie, which is Owen Wilson's Paint. I don't know if it was just bad marketing or
When we went to see John Wick, I saw the poster, the movie poster for this movie, and it looked like a fake poster. It looks like a fake movie
right.
poster. It doesn't look like a real thing.
It feels like a fake movie.
It feels like something that like a Redditor made.
Yes.
It's like, oh, look at this like fake conceptual movie poster that I made. Wouldn't it be cool if this movie was made? That's what it looks like to me.
That's what the movie is.
It's just like Bob Ross, right? But it's not actually Bob Ross. It just kind of takes like his iconography, right?
Yeah, so it's about this Bob Ross style character played by Owen Wilson, Carl Nargle, great name, in Vermont, in which he's like on public access television, and they do this weird thing where like the public access television is like stuck in the 70s, but it's still like it's modern. Like the film takes place in like today or like the last like 10 years, but like Owen Wilson still dresses like he's in the 70s or something. It's very weird in that way, and I don't know, but the movie's very frustrating because the idea is kind of fun and kind of silly. And there's some writing aspects to this that are like, oh, there could be something really interesting here. And basically, what happens is there is a younger version of him, basically just does the same thing. Like it's the new Bob Ross, but it's this woman named Ambrosia. And there's kind of these intriguing ideas of like what it means to be an artist and what it means to be an artist is kind of like a Bob Ross style guy when you're making a new painting every single day and wanting to be remembered and all of this. But it's just hidden under a mess of bad direction, bad lighting, really boring. I mean, incredibly boring set design. Like it looks like they just went into an office that was already existed and just shot in it. It's one of the most boring sets I've seen in my entire life. There's nothing interesting about it. Visually very boring. It's just like shot reverse shot. And despite the fact that they shoot like in a very beautiful location, they shoot in Vermont. They're almost never outside for some reason. And they never utilize like all this like beautiful scenery. They never do wide shots.
I'm assuming it's because they never actually were in Vermont.
I mean, I guess it could just be stock footage, but like they shoot like a bunch of drone footage and stuff.
Was Owen Wilson in this drone footage? Was he in this
No.
footage of the Vermont?
I guess you're right. I guess I should have stayed till the end and see like because they typically like thank whatever state that they shoot in. I should have stayed to
Right.
see if they
actually shot there. Yeah.
which I guess if they didn't actually shoot in Vermont, they should have. But yeah, it's an extremely disappointing experience. And I feel like in the right hands, Paint could have been a really fun movie. It feels like what it feels like to me, it feels like the Russo brothers tried to make a Wes Anderson movie.
Ooh.
That's the best way to
God damn, that
describe this
sounds
experience.
terrible. Oh, I don't think you could like sell me a movie worse than that.
Yeah,
I will never watch this movie now. Like I never want to be get near it. I'm good.
I don't think you should.
Oh my God.
I saw it in the theater with one other person and we laughed. We had some laughs together, but more at the movie's expense than. And the thing is, like, it's not even bad enough that like you can laugh at how bad it is. You know what I mean? Like you can't even.
It's like the worst version of what we were talking about with Air.
Exactly.
Like...
Yes. So I saw that in theaters, and I mean, it happened. I feel like the trailers I saw before the movie were better. There's going to be a Blackberry movie that's Glenn Hawthorne in it. I'm excited for that. But that look
what?
Yeah, it's about like the creation of Blackberry.
Oh,
yeah, it looks fun.
What's it called?
I think it's called Blackberry. I think it's on Letterboxd. Yeah, it's just called Blackberry. Directed by Matt Johnson.
Oh shit! This is the new Matt Johnson movie.
Yeah.
Whoa. Have you ever watched Matt Johnson?
No.
Have you ever watched a show?
Mm-mm.
Whoa, dude, he's
What's
in a
his show?
show. So Matt Johnson is a really cool guy. Actually, like I've known about him for quite a few years now. So this is very exciting. First of all, his first movie on there, The Dirties, is a really solid movie.
Okay.
I recommend that movie. It's basically it's like a funny little movie about fucked up teenagers.
Fun.
And he has another movie too called Operation Avalanche, which is pretty good.
I remember hearing about this.
This is a movie about the conspiracy theory of how they apparently filmed the moon landing.
Yeah.
Anyway, he and along with a friend of his, Jay McCarroll, who's a musician, they're in this really funny movie called Nirvana the Band, the show, which I like.
I remember you talking about this show. Yeah. And I remember trying to, and at the time, last time we talked about the show, it was impossible to find it anywhere. I wonder if that's
I think the last time I watched it was like on the Internet Archive or something like that. They just had them all on there. But yeah, I mean, like Matt Johnson, that's cool that he has this new movie coming out and it has like a trailer for it, everything in a movie theater. That's really cool. I'm assuming it's going to be funny.
Yeah, it looks really funny.
That's exciting then, because yeah, Matt Johnson, great director, probably deserves a lot more credit than he's given, and his show is really good. And The Dirties is a good movie.
Yeah, Nirvana the Band, the show is still not anywhere that I can find. So
it's probably still on the Internet Archive.
Yeah, I will explore this and I will find this.
It's very funny. That is a very, very funny, very Canadian show.
Awesome. I'm pumped. Yeah, Blackberry looks good. So even though the movie Paint was bad, the trailers before it were good. So I guess there's that. But yeah, man, that's pretty much. Well, last thing I'll touch on is a movie my mom loved, which I'm always skeptical when my mom loves a movie because I love my mom, but her taste in movies isn't famous for being great. It's a movie called Vengeance by BJ Novak.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's about a podcaster, which there's nothing worse you can make a movie about than a podcaster. I mean,
Yeah, I'm good already. Like I'm like, I know what you're gonna say. I know you're gonna say like, actually, it was a good movie. I liked it, and I'm sure it is like a fine movie. The podcasting thing is a huge turnoff.
yeah, it made the movie a struggle to get through. And even though we're podcasters, it's just, I think the reason it doesn't work is partly because I think it's impossible to make a movie about a podcaster. I don't think you can make that not painful.
For me personally, it's not that I think it's impossible. It's just I think that even though you and I do it, as we've talked about, I just think that the occupation of podcasting is one that I do find quite cringe inducing. I don't know. Like I like doing the podcast and I like it and I listen to podcasts all the time, but I don't know what it is. Just like the thought of like BJ Novak running around, like being a podcaster and doing podcasting stuff. I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is, but to me, I find it kind of, I don't know. It
Yeah.
doesn't sit well with me. And I've heard that BJ Novak is not good in the movie.
He's definitely the worst part of the movie. He should not have cast himself. He should have cast somebody else.
Anyone else?
Anyone else, honestly. And the frustrating thing about it is there's no reason it needs to be a podcast. And it feels like the only reason it's a podcast is because like podcasts are big right now and everyone's getting into podcasts. So it feels very manipulative in that way. But if you can ignore the podcast episode, it's pretty okay. I wouldn't say it's great.
Okay.
I would say it's fun. I would say much like Paint, it's very frustrating because this time they do actually shoot in Texas. Like I know for a fact that he shot this in Texas, and yet they never do wides. They never like show the Texas scenery, which is so frustrating. It's like,
wait, I thought they do shoot in Texas.
Yeah.
I thought I heard they shot in Arizona.
Maybe, but same thing. I mean, if you've ever been to that part of Texas, if you've been to Arizona, it's the same fucking thing. It's a desert.
Okay. He didn't shoot it wide. Okay.
But the point is, like, you could have got these like beautiful, like, there's even this moment which is so frustrating. He's talking about this beautiful sunset that he's looking at, and you don't see the fucking sunset. It's like
they needed to put it in like in the end of John Wick 4. It's green screen, but at least it's there.
Yeah. So that movie is another frustrating experience.
Yeah, movies suck now. They're bad.
We just talked about an exciting movie that's coming out. You literally just had a conversation.
Well, I mean,
that doesn't count.
We'll see.
It'll be good.
I'm excited to watch it, but that doesn't mean that it will be good. So we'll see about that. I guess Mario, you get Mario in the movie theater now.
Oh, that's a good point.
Mario in the movie theater, that's exciting. I'm also interested in watching The Pope's Exorcist. I watched the trailer for that movie. That movie looks unbelievably crazy and
Doesn't
hilarious.
It? Yes.
I love watching Russell Crowe on his Vespa, riding around in his Vespa. That is cinema, like with a capital C. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
I think I'm gonna see that next week because it just came out on Thursday here in Reno. So fucking yeah, I'm gonna see that. And I'm excited for that new George Foreman movie. Big George Foreman. The miraculous story of the once and future heavyweight champion of the world.
I'm out of like, boxing movies. Like, yeah, that one also looked a little Christian to me. I was getting Christian movie vibes when I saw
it. Definitely has Christian
trailer.
Vibes to it. Yeah.
So I think I'm good. I don't think I want to contribute money to that project. And The Beau is Afraid. That movie, honestly, also is looking not very good. So we'll see about it, though. We'll go see it as well.
I think that movie's like 3 hours long.
It is 3 hours long. Yeah.
And people gotta stop doing that.
Yeah, all movies are really long now.
I mean, we should just do what they did back in like the 30s and 40s. All movies are 2 reels, 90 minutes. That's all you need. You don't need anything more.
I think 2 hours is like the perfect length. 90 is ideal, but 2 is perfect if everything goes well. But 3 is kind of hard because yeah, when you see a movie is 3 hours, you're just like, do I really want to go? You kind of like argue.
It's like a whole day,
like,
right?
See that? Like it's a whole day. Like I don't know if I want to. And that Renfield movie is 90 minutes.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go see that. So
I kind of want to see it too, but I'm assuming it's it's a movie. So
it is a movie. Yeah. Well, I keep saying this is gonna be my last thing, but I do want to mention before we head out, I did finally finish The Wire. I did it, Andrew.
Wow.
I know.
Was it worth it? Was it worth all your time and hours?
No.
Wow. Oh man. Shit.
You kind of, I've said that about a lot of shows where like, oh, the first couple of seasons aren't very good, but then like at the end it's like all worth it and all wraps up well. No, it's not. It's look, I have all the respect for The Wire and what they're trying to do, but the only season of The Wire that I genuinely enjoyed was the season with the school, which I think is the fourth season. Otherwise, it's just like I don't care. The fifth season does do this really interesting thing where, and this isn't a spoiler, but McNulty fakes a serial killer. And so
Okay.
it kind of like goes into like the legal system of that, which is interesting, but it's not worth it. I'm sorry to say it to all the people who love The Wire, but I say just watch the fourth season. Like you don't need to watch any of the other seasons. You could just watch the fourth season
Or just watch Sopranos.
or just watch Sopranos, which is a subjectively better, objectively too, better show. It's just a better show.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to watching TV shows, it's like people like to go like the greatest TV shows of all time, and The Wire
Mhm.
is always at the top of it.
Yeah.
But I feel like more often than not, people do watch it because of that, and they're just like, it wasn't that good. Like the greatest. Like for some reason, I feel like that show has aged worse than any other show.
Yeah.
I feel like people don't or haven't been as receptive to it as when it came out.
Mm.
Sopranos, though, I mean, like that show has just
People
aged
are loving it.
incredibly well. People love the show again and again, year after year, day after day. And Seinfeld as well is another show that
Yep.
people love too. So yeah,
And Seinfeld's going great. Every episode just gets better. It's like, I don't know why. You don't expect that with a TV show, but like every season has just gotten better and better. So still loving Seinfeld.
good.
But that is officially it. That's all of the things.
Okay. All right. That's it then. Cool.
All right, y'all. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.